On today's episode, we have a cheater who gets exposed at a bachelor party. A listener is deceptive on a dating app. A wife tells a crazy college story. A man realizes what his wife is going through. And an uncle is honest with his niece. After that, on patreon.com/cultivate podcast network, we have 2 exclusive stories where OP eats too early and a gold digging friend gets called out. Reddit on Wiki starts now. Expert in fucking, I don't know.
Great power.
For the 5th time, it's your boy Sean.
What's up, Wikimaniacs, and welcome back to Am I the Asshole Fridays. My name is Josh Shell, and with me today is Sean, John. What's up, boys?
And Ringo.
And Ringo. She's looking cute.
As always.
As always, yeah.
As always.
She's facing the camera this
Wikimaniacs,
episode.
I'm doing my best to have energy for the next 2 hours. I am ready to crash, y'all. I am ready to crash.
John literally missed Monday's episode, which Sean and I just recorded because he was at work. So,
He had like a 12-hour work day.
and you don't drink coffee, which is even more crazy to me.
I can't do it.
I'd be dead.
I forgot about that fact.
I am dead. I'm always dead inside.
So do you have any type of caffeine? Do you drink tea? You drink tea.
I drink nighttime tea. They don't, and it doesn't have caffeine.
It's the opposite of
The stuff that puts you to sleep.
the fucking exact opposite of what we want.
Okay. God damn. Do you not like caffeine? Like, do you have anything that has caffeine?
You like soda?
I rarely drink soda.
Interesting.
And the soda that I drink doesn't have caffeine.
Like root beer?
Yeah, root beer doesn't have caffeine.
root beer.
Root beer doesn't have caffeine?
No.
Yeah.
The more you learn.
We should do a soda tier list. Sometime.
Again, this is borderline shots and thoughts again.
We just need to have like a fucking bonus episode where we just fucking play the shots and thoughts games. It seems like it's,
Are we allowed? Because your games are fun, brother.
the games are fun.
Did you guys do tier lists?
Yeah, I mean that's the same as like the like a
draft.
fantasy draft or
Draft,
like,
yeah.
I guess that's true.
or like
I was thinking of
sort
like those tier lists where you see like streamers do them where it's like S tier,
Oh,
A
like
tier,
S
B
tier.
tier.
Ooh,
And then they
that
sort
could
them.
be a fun idea.
Yeah. Maybe on a live stream someday we'll do that.
Hey, Wikimaniacs, make sure you listen to Shots and Thoughts. I'm a Shots and Thoughts stan. Sean knows that. I listen to all the episodes.
Hell
so.
yeah. We've recently had people ask if both Shots and Thoughts and Let's Start a Cult is coming back. I hate
Make
to,
this our full-time jobs.
yeah.
I don't think Let's Start a Cult is coming back. I cannot speak for Shots and Thoughts though.
So I feel bad because the very last episode that we put out of Shots and Thoughts was the season 4 finale. And we were like, yeah, this is just the end of season 4, guys, not the end of the show. We're going to be back. And we have not been. And I apologize. The plan is still to eventually do it. But Ryan and Chris wanted to make some changes. And then also Ryan isn't super available. A
he's across the world.
Yeah, the vacation is more time consuming than he originally thought. So,
Yeah.
so we're working on it. But for the foreseeable future, here's as soon as we know, you will know.
Yeah, exactly. But for now, I mean, they've had,
4 seasons.
over
4
100
seasons
episodes.
is a lot. Yeah.
So you can
They
check
got a
him
lot of
out still.
episodes.
And you've got him here. You've got him right here with us right now. So
True.
We should play the games for a bonus episode. Just forget the stories and then just play the games.
I
We
would
could do
love
that.
to hear Josh freestyle.
Oh, I've been
love to do
waiting.
it.
I've been waiting.
Me too.
I don't think you would like that, but
No, we would enjoy it very much.
all right. Well, before we start our own game show, let's hop into the first Am I the Asshole story. Cross-posted by user All of Claire, and the title is Am I the Asshole for telling everyone my friend is a cheater during a truth-telling game at a party? Also, Sean, you can go first.
Okay, here's my thing. Why are you telling somebody else's truth during the truth and get like? Aren't you supposed to tell your own truths? So
That's true.
I think you're the asshole. That wasn't the time nor the place to fucking out your friend. I mean, there are many reasons why you might want to out your friend. Maybe they're cheating and it's affecting somebody else in the friend group.
I see. Yeah.
But during the game, when everybody else is having fun and expecting to have a fun time, might not be the time. So I'm gonna go asshole here.
What about you, John?
I gotta agree. I mean, yeah, I'm going asshole as well. Should cheaters be called out? I think so. But like Sean said, there is a time and place. And if it's a party and that seems like more of a public humiliation type of thing, it's not the right approach in my opinion.
Imagine if this is somebody else's like birthday party or like y'all are celebrating somebody and then you just kill the whole vibe. Crazy.
It's their party. That's the cheaters' party.
I know.
Maybe if it's the cheaters' party, that would be less reckless than somebody else's party.
That's fair, actually. Yeah, now that I think about it. Yeah, but it's like your best friend's party that has nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with the cheating. Oh yeah, by the way, if I can...
Let's hop into the story. Maya and I were both invited to our mutual friend's bachelorette party. During the party, we played that stupid high schooler game.
Bachelorette party? So definitely not the right place.
And neither
Definitely
of you bachelorettes either. We played that stupid high schooler game, Never Have I Ever. Someone said, quote, "I've never cheated on anyone." And Maya didn't drink to that.
Girl.
I was a bit...
Girl.
I was a bit tipsy at that point and then laughingly told her she should drink. She looked at me confused and said she's never cheated. I asked her about her husband and things really went downhill from there. Maya's relevant background story. So this is like telling of what Maya's background is. She got married pretty young at 23 years old. About a year after that, her husband suffered serious brain damage and became disabled. She stayed married to him and they still live together, but she has had multiple boyfriends behind her husband's back since. Now back to the party. Maya called me cruel for saying she cheated on her husband. I tried to tell her that it's not that I'm judging her for it, but the fact is that she sleeps with other men behind her husband's back. She got really angry and told me to leave. Not everyone knew Maya at the party, but the ones who did took her side and they asked me to leave. And now they're saying I should beg for Maya's forgiveness.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay, I get it. It's not a nice thing to air friends' dirty laundry at a party, but we were playing a truth-telling game and all I did was tell the truth. It seems like a huge overreaction to me. Am I the asshole?
Yes.
Yes.
Very obviously so.
Oh my God. And look, what happened to her husband was unfortunate, you know, and the fact that she's still there for him, being a caretaker to him, the girl has needs. I'm just gonna put it out there, you know, and it would be unfair for her to live the rest of her life and not expect to have some sort of companionship just because that situation happened to her husband. You know, like it's not one of those situations where like, of course the husband probably can't agree to that situation, but she had to make that decision for him because he obviously can't any longer. You know what I mean? And she's still doing what a great wife would do and be there for her husband in his time of need. She got to get hers too at some point. Like, she can't just be this caretaker for the rest of her life.
Yeah, even like obviously I'm with y'all. This isn't cheating, I don't think. Like,
it's not.
No.
I guess like if everything was like X's and O's, like equation wise, then maybe you could consider this cheating. But contextually, obviously, that's not cheating. And the fact that you could laugh about her disabled husband is fucking crazy. And to think that you weren't in the wrong is what, like, you're going to laugh at her husband and laugh at like her situation. And then and expect everybody to be like, oh yeah, you should drink. Like, that's so fucked up.
Yeah. Also, I love when she's like, and this could be, I don't know what's the proper term, like neurodivergency, where it's like like maybe they don't understand social cues potentially, because they're like, we're playing a truth telling game. All I did was tell the truth. It's like, yeah, you did, but it wasn't your truth to tell. Also, it might not even be her truth because there's so much gray area with this story that it's like you don't know the intricacies of their relationship, and like who knows what deal they maybe agreed to, or even if they didn't, that it's not your relationship. It's not a cut and dry scenario. So for you to butt in and expose her like that is like disgusting.
I honestly won't even like call it neurodivergency. This is just purely idiotic at her point. And she already trying to make a built-in excuse saying, "Oh, I'm blaming it on the alcohol already. I was tipsy." So nah, she's. I think she's just a straight up dickhead.
I think if you're, like as soon as you could tell the situation was uncomfortable, don't fucking keep going. Just be like, oh yeah, I'm tripping. Like, oh yeah,
because who really cares? All it is you're willing to ruin all of your friendships over something that you
just want to be
none
right.
of your business. Yeah,
that's
for a game, for a fucking game. So there was a comment from OP down below, and it said, "This is just clarification. I don't know if it's to make themselves.
It ain't gonna help, baby girl. I'll tell you that.
It's not gonna help."
But they say they definitely don't have an open marriage. I'm not sure her husband is able to understand the concept of marriage anymore. She never kept her boyfriend a secret from anyone other than her husband. Even her parents met him. So how would I have known that it's suddenly a secret?
I don't think it's a secret to the husband.
It's not. Yeah.
Well, I mean, even if it is, one comment down here below from any old name not taken, which is a commenter on our subreddit. They said, "This is so different. If I were to ever become severely mentally disabled, I would hope my wife would stay married to me and take care of me, like you said, John, because that is our vow. But I would also hope she would be able to find a meaningful adult connection again and feel that romantic love we are no longer able to have." And I think that's the difference, right? Because you're not physically cheating on your husband because he doesn't understand the concept anymore, which is like unfortunate. And it's a very unfortunate situation. And Maya is being a great wife by being there and taking care of him in his time of need. And if she is keeping it a secret from him, I think all that's doing is saving him from that, mental turmoil if he does understand, you know what I mean? And I think that's okay. So
I would understand her getting flamed if she straight up ditched the husband, but no, she's doing everything in her power to make sure that he's still taken care of. Even though he probably doesn't understand what is going on, she's still there. Girl gotta get her needs fulfilled too. So I don't blame her one bit.
There's like a TikTok I saw probably like a month ago or so.
Was it me?
It was like, huh?
I said, was it me?
It was you, but not the one I'm referencing. It was like a TikToker who's, I guess, I don't know if she remarried or is just calling the new person a husband. I don't know how it works, but like her and the new man take care of the previous husband who was in a similar accident.
Oh, okay.
And they take care of him together. And like the old husband and the new husband are very close now as well. So it's like when situations like this get so like nuanced, then it's not cheating. It's just different, and that's okay.
Yeah. It like once you bring like brain damage or like anything that disables a person to that extreme, that's when it's like, okay, there's like, this is a different circumstance. And it's none of your business what they do with that relationship. Because the alternative is she leaves him for this other guy, and then he has no one to take care of him. So like, what's the alternative?
And then I'm sure, and it's not just the sex like you make it seem like. I'm sure like it's just
the connection,
connection.
Being able to talk to somebody, telling them about their day and all that. That's a need for a lot of people.
For most people, just to vent or about their day or whatever.
That too.
Yeah.
Or just day-to-day stuff that you need to do. Hell, even going to groceries with somebody. That's a need for a lot of people. That's just overall companionship. This person to air it out in front of everybody. Come on, like it's not your business.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'd also like to add that we've read many stories where the male is the one and they just leave immediately as soon as the
so quick,
partner.
not even before like things go bad, just at the first sign of things possibly going bad.
Possibly going bad.
Yes. I'm out of here.
You're diagnosed with a disease?
Yeah.
I'm gone. So
quick. You're lucky you weren't there last Monday's episode.
Yeah,
Sean,
I was going to say
was
the mastectomy or whatever. It's before you get a breast cancer. And the boyfriend was like, but I'm a boobs guy, so this isn't gonna
Yeah,
work.
I can't touch your boobs anymore.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah, you're lucky we're there, Sean. That was pretty sad.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with people, man?
Yeah. So that is the alternative to this wife. So yeah, I don't know.
I'm a
Mind your own business. All right. We're going to move past that anger-inducing story and into a listener story posted on r/Reddit on Wiki by user immediate _solid 4656. And the title is, Am I the asshole for not having my sexual health info in my dating profile? And John, you get to go first. As two people who have never had online dating profiles.
Yeah. I've never had a dating profile in my life before.
I'm not sure what you should include on a dating profile.
I was going to say, but I feel like so I know you said it's a listener submitted, so automatic, not the asshole for me. Okay. But
yeah,
fair.
Removing that equation, I don't think you need to put any medical thing in your dating profile. You can disclose that once you start seeing that person. I think that's appropriate. But the initial conversation or the initial matching, you don't need to tell anybody a damn thing about your shit.
That's fair enough. What are you thinking, Sean?
Yeah, I agree. 100%. Like HIPAA, right? Like this is like very
That's
basic.
exactly what it is. Yeah.
Like, yeah, you're not entitled to tell anybody anything about your medical history that you're not comfortable with. And like John said, as soon as like y'all connect and y'all are starting to feel comfortable with each other, if you then want to disclose your medical information, then go for it, you know, but you're not, the other person is not entitled to anything.
Yeah. It is also wild to expect someone to have it on their profile that is viewed by hundreds and hundreds of random people in their area. So, yeah, not something I would advertise myself personally. All right. Well, let's hop into the story and see if our listener is an asshole. So I, 25 female, have herpes. I got it when I was 21 when someone who I trusted actively lied to me. Regardless, it's still something I'm very comfortable and uncomfortable and insecure with. But up to this point, I hadn't had a truly bad experience disclosing it to people. And honestly, you shouldn't, because it's just life, you know?
That's your business at the end of the day.
Also, fuck that guy who lied to you or girl. That sucks. I recently matched with a guy on a dating app. There was a short conversation before he asked what I was looking for. He was looking for something casual, so I asked to clarify if he was looking for friends with benefits, and he said yes. But in fact, he had liked the way I asked it and said, "You're nice, I love you."
Whoa.
Which is a wild response.
Matching?
Yeah, a short conversation and then saying,
"Oh my
"You're nice,
God.
I love you."
Love bombing so quick.
Yeah.
That's an immediate red flag.
Facts.
For me, at least.
True.
Well, I think for everybody, bro.
Should be. Unless it's like a joke, but even then it's like, I don't know.
Hard to tell over text.
It is very hard.
True.
Because there was now interest in sexual relationship, I disclosed my status. I told him if he had questions, I'd be happy to answer, but I understood if he wasn't interested. He then asked why this wasn't in my profile. This caught me off guard. I had never been asked of that or thought of it. I explained that it's not something I like about myself and I don't really want every single person to know. He said he was just a random person too, so why didn't it matter? I said that it was different because there had been a discussion of possible sexual relationship, so it was relevant to him. He said that I should add it to my profile so I don't waste people's time and they can decide out of the gate if they want that or not.
Oh, fuck this fool.
Holy dude.
It was only a short conversation. How much time did you waste, brother? Not a lot.
Also, it's like not everyone is just strictly looking for sex. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some people are just, you know, a hangout or you know, friends or whatever. So,
or you can be romantic and not wanting sex. That's you can be completely asexual, but still want a partner to match with.
Yeah. Or like she said, "Hey, here's the deal. If you're not interested, that's fine." And you could have just said, "Okay, I'm not interested." And that would have been that. You didn't
then you give her a hard time.
Yeah.
What an idiot.
I find it helpful to answer any questions they have and just not have them judge me off my profile with one very stigmatizing fact about myself. He essentially implied that this was very manipulative and that I was terrible for trying to convince someone to like me so that they would be more willing to be okay with my condition.
Kind of like telling somebody that you love them immediately.
Immediately,
that's
2 minutes in a conversation.
I love you. That's a little manipulative, right?
Yeah. I also think that I didn't really explain myself well because I was flustered and had never really thought about it. I tried to explain that I wasn't waiting for someone to fall in love with me or something like that. Feel like it is reasonable to want to talk to someone to get to know someone a little bit to see if there's anything, because if there's not, there's no reason to go any further and tell them. But honestly, now I don't know. Sorry if this is a bit of a ramble. Am I the asshole?
Definitely not.
And you absolutely did the right thing. You know, like you told them immediately when you had the idea or when you think that there's going to be a further possible like sexual relationship with this person, you disclose the damn thing, which absolves you with everything, you know? And this guy is ignorant as fuck for doing that or for saying something like that. And, you know, I think you're going to come across someone that you'll match with, hopefully, potentially in the future, that will hear the condition that you have and say like, hey, educate me more about this. Like, what can we do to like, you know, have a safe relationship with this? Yep. Someone's going to be there with more, you know, knowledge and more insight and more confidence to be like, hey, we can do this together. Let's talk it out. Let's take some steps together. But you don't need to disclose your medical information to anybody. You don't own them a damn thing. But when you do feel that something's going to progress, just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing everything perfectly already.
100%. What about you, Sean?
I mean, it's essentially what John said. There's like, what you did was perfectly normal and fine. This guy's obviously not a normal guy. I love you immediately. And then as soon as things don't go his way, he's like, well, fuck you, actually. Is this typical incel neckbeard behavior that we usually see.
I was going to say, this could be on like r/nice guys, because it's like
nice guys.
Yeah.
It's like all I see you is sex, and if I can't get that, then you're leading me on, and I don't need you, kind of thing. And it's that same energy on all of that subreddit. It's like all I see women is like sex objects. Yeah, so it's disgusting. Commenter of ours commented below, Yanopes, I believe. And they say, not the asshole, the same way you don't wear a tag saying, hi, I have herpes on you in real life. You don't need every passerby to know either. What's important is that people who should know will know early enough to decide what to do, which is what you did. And I think that sums it up pretty nicely, where it's like, because all the people that are potential matches are not potential sexual partners, so they don't all need to know. And it's why would someone expect that?
Yeah. And why would you subject yourself to, you know, putting that out? I've never been to like a dating world, but from what I hear, the dating scene is just crazy and scary.
Yeah.
So why would you give why would you give scarier? Why would you give like people ammunition to, you know, make your life more miserable? You know, it's just asinine behavior. It's stupid as hell.
Yeah. And honestly, the answer to his question really is like, how come you don't put this on your thing? Is just
people like you,
people like you, motherfucker. This exact scenario is why I don't put it on my fucking shit.
Well, and you know 100% if she put it on there, like some asshole like this would be like, oh, if you have herpes, why are you on a dating app? Like you know exactly what you're gonna get, and so you don't need everyone to know that. It's fucking ridiculous.
Also, I gotta let it be known, we're not saying that you have herpes. We don't know what your thing is.
No, she said I have herpes.
No, she said she has herpes.
Oh.
The first sentence, actually.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, bad. I missed the very first sentence of this whole story.
Which is okay. I mean, STIs, STDs, or whatever they're technically called now, they're just part of life. People are going to get them, and you're doing the exact right thing, disclosing it, which is unfortunately what someone did not do for you.
Aren't cold sores herpes?
I believe so. There's different kinds of herpes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I get cold sores.
Yeah.
And I didn't have sex. I had cold sores before sex. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You can get it many different ways.
Yeah. I think just from a water fountain probably is the most.
Yeah. Herpes are very common, I think.
From people that had sex, Sean. Water fountain.
Probably the teachers at elementary school. I don't know. I've had them for a long time.
Yeah.
All right. And with that, we're going to hit an ad break. I'm sure our sponsor will love going into the ad on that. But yeah, enjoy these products or services.
Man, how long have we been recording? I still have to cook after this, and I'm very much not looking forward to that. These Reddit stories drain the life out of me sometimes.
Bro, have you heard of Factor?
Like in math?
Oh, buddy, Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit.
Do tell.
Well, we all live a busy life, but with Factor, we get to skip time-consuming trips to the store or meal planning. Factor delivers meals that are fresh, never frozen, and all you have to do is heat it up for a couple minutes and bam, a delicious meal waiting for you. No prep, no chopping, and minimal cleaning up after.
What type of meals are we talking about here? I'm going to need some details, my guy.
Factor has over 34 weekly restaurant quality options. You got bruschetta shrimp risotto, green goddess chicken, and grilled steakhouse filet mignon, just to name a few. Again, the best fight, my brother, all within a few minutes, and there's little to no effort needed.
Well, that definitely beats the granola bar I do be eating right before we hop on. Where do I order Factor?
You can head to factormeals.com/wiki50 and use code wiki50 to get 50% off. That's code wiki50 at factormeals.com/wiki50 to get 50% off.
Let me repeat this again just to make sure I heard it right. We got to head to factormeals.com/wiki50 and use code wiki50 to get 50% off.
Perfection. Thank you to Factor for supporting the show.
And we're back.
Hopefully that product or service didn't give, no, I'm just kidding. A sexually transmitted disease like my elementary school teachers did me.
Mrs. Sullivan.
And if they did, then that's the quote. Zero context, sexually transmitted disease from my elementary school teacher.
God damn. Unfounded.
Oh my gosh, Sean.
Oh, jeez. Well, the next story, it's going to make you mad probably.
Oh, no.
But which
Don't like
way
that.
depends. So this one's cross-posted on our subreddit by Vexerator9, and the title is, Am I the asshole for getting upset that my wife told me a trashy college story? This one goes to Sean first.
Trashy college.
Okay. I think if it's in the past, it's in the past. You got to let it go. Unless it's like
Murder.
I don't know. Unless it's a heinous crime against humanity. I think you got to just, I mean, you might not have to like it, but you can't just be fucking, what was the exact title?
For getting upset.
Yeah. I don't know. You could get upset, but like you shouldn't go off on them for something they did in their past. It's in their past. It's not like they're currently doing that. I'm trying to think of like the weirdest thing that could happen. Like, oh, like, did you ever see Two Girls, One Cup? That was me. Like something like that. Like I'm trying to think of the trashiest, weirdest thing that could pop.
Like,
but even then, I'd be like, well, I mean, I never
cool
watched
as
that
fuck.
cup, but they're pooping in a cup, right? That's the thing.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, that'd be
I feel
like-
most people have seen it.
Oh, I avoided that. What was the other one? The BME
Mr.
Pain
Hands.
Olympics. I avoided all of those
Pain
like
Olympics.
the plague. I was not trying to see those. But like you're not doing that now. You're not pooping in cups now, so it's fine.
There she is.
Don't make it seem like she's actually the Two Girls, One Cup.
No, I'm just saying. I was trying to think of like the wildest, trashy thing I can imagine, and it's. Oh yeah, I was the star of Two Girls, One Cup.
I hooked up
is
with
the
Rob
first- yeah.
DeSantis. Okay.
Oh, unforgivable.
Okay, now you can get upset. What are you saying, John?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with. You said asshole, right, Sean?
Yeah, I said
Yeah,
you're the
I'm going.
asshole.
I'm going asshole as well, especially if you weren't with your current significant other back in college. You know, college people,
Oh, yeah.
whole different people, like a whole different personality. I did some crazy shit when I was in college, y'all. So like, I'm like a completely different person who I am now. Plus, if you weren't in that relationship, I'm a firm believer of tabula rasa, blank slate.
Whoa.
You know, so it's like, it's none of your business. Whatever they did in the past, they did it already. Accept them for who they are, people.
Where's that
Yeah.
saying come from?
Yeah,
I have
like
no
it.
clue. I just know it's called blank slate.
Oh no, you said What?
Tabula rasa. Is it Latin? I don't remember, but I know
Latin
it
in
means
high
blank
school.
slate.
I should know it.
Damn, he took in high school? That's crazy.
Yeah, that was dumb on my part. I should have took Spanish.
Yeah.
I live in
feel like-
Texas.
Yes, I was gonna say.
Oh, let me take the language that fucking nobody speaks anymore.
It's
Sienna
a
took
dead
it.
language, bro.
Yeah.
She took
I
it
mean,
in
it was
university.
fun. It was interesting.
And she Sienna was studying archaeology, so it was like a part of her degree.
Damn, Sean.
My thinking was that it would help me with my SAT scores, but truly, I went to community college where SAT scores don't matter. So I did 2 years of Latin for no reason.
Well, live and learn.
Sean's gonna start summoning shit on the show.
I already have.
I would be curious to hear if you can even remember anything.
No.
Okay, damn. That's too bad.
I know some Catholic prayers in Latin, but
Oh, that
damn.
makes sense. Yeah.
but that's just because I'm Catholic. I
That's
don't remember.
drilled into your brain at a young
Yeah.
age.
Well, even
That's
I mean,
trauma.
even now, it's not trauma if I'm praying it.
Oh, that's true.
was gonna
It's
say.
trauma for me.
Yeah, for you, if you hated it, then yeah, that's trauma.
Yeah. All right. So once again, this is Am I the Asshole for Getting Upset That My Wife Told Me a Trashy College Story? And here it goes. Yesterday, I was hanging out with my wife and friends, joking around and telling stories. My wife's friend Sarah asked me, Has your wife ever told you about how she made two guys have a UFC match?
That's
wife-
trashy. That's what you're mad about, brother. That's awesome.
My wife is like, oh my God, shut up. And they go back and forth until I say, I want to hear the story. My wife says it's so dumb and I'm going to hate it, but I'm too curious at this point, so I insist. She tells me about this. She sighs and says she will. This reminds me of like The Office where Angela makes Dwight and Andy fight.
Oh, Dwight, yeah. And he ended up just calling a truce.
Yeah. And
Is
then
that when
like,
he tries to run over
Dwight.
yeah, in the back, yeah. He reversed on him.
And then a few episodes later, she's like, yeah, just like when I had those two guys fight over me. And they're just like, yeah, we were all there. And she's like, no, a different time.
Different time.
All right. So my wife says, basically, I was at this college party and these two guys were hitting on me hard. And like they were kind of getting competitive and a little aggressive towards each other. So I told them if they fought each other one-on-one, I would go home with the winner.
Hey.
Her friends are dying laughing, and Sarah's dumbass is saying, don't forget how you told them how you made them fight in underwear. What the fuck? I was shocked. I asked my wife if she actually went through with this, and she's like, you mean did I sleep with the winner? Yeah, to be honest. She
Hey,
can
respect.
see I am stunned, so she reminds me I begged her to hear it. Later on that night, when it's just the two of us, I tell her how disappointed I am. That was a gross story, and she shouldn't be laughing about it or telling anybody.
Boo.
She reminded me that I wanted to hear it, but I thought it would be a normal, crazy college story, not whatever the fuck this was.
A normal.
We argued about it for half an
normal
hour.
crazy college story.
Yeah, what crazy college story ends with like, oh yeah, and I didn't go home with that person, or I didn't fight a person. You know what I mean? We argued about it for half an hour, but she refused to apologize. So I decided to sleep in the guest room. The story was
Good.
trashy. I thought I deserved an apology for having to hear it. This shouldn't be joked about. Am I the asshole or is my wife?
You are
you are.
dumb motherfucker. You insecure little bitch. She wasn't with you.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? It don't matter, bro. Like, if anything, you should be proud. Like, hey, my wife's a catch, baby. Like, I got two dudes fighting over her. I'm shit.
I would
I'd be like, man,
immediately be like, we gotta get in fight promotions. We gotta make make money off this. I really want to.
this is
Gotta be
another.
able to make money off this.
This
This
is
is
a nice
nice
plot.
good.
This is just too good.
It's a nice plot to the. I wonder if there's videos like this on my favorite website.
Oh, guaranteed.
For sure there is.
Yeah, it is so insecure to be like, oh, my wife made these two guys fight many, many years ago when she was in college and slept with a guy. It's like, yeah, most people, I shouldn't say most, but there are quite a few people who sleep with other people before they get married. And
That's
you
fine.
have to live with that. Like, that is okay.
What? People can do that?
There's that
Bible
brainwashing again.
told me
That was allowed. We can do that.
I didn't
Nancy.
get the memo.
Wait a second.
Oh, that's fucking funny. Yeah, so it's like you can't be upset. I mean, you could. I don't know. Like, yeah,
You can
can't-
feel some type of way, but you can't hold it
Sure.
against her.
Yeah, because guarantee he's probably slept with other people too. And
Yeah.
it's
For
like,
sure.
what
He's
does it
just
matter?
mad that no two women fought over him.
That's
I
probably
had
what
two
it
girls
is.
fighting
Dude.
over me. I'd be like, I was the shit back then.
The way that I would try to make this like a fucking type of pornographic material, be like, look, we just need to get 3 porn stars. 2
Yo, I'll
of them
write
have
this-
to
I'll
fist
write-
fight. There's no script. Just it's a fucking premise. I gotta find a way to make money.
I'll
It's
write the
just
script,
too
brother.
good.
I will write the script.
Oh
Like,
man.
if you do BJJ, you get the BJJ.
Whoa.
That would be a wild like video to watch if you were like, oh, I'm in the mood right now. I want to watch something, and you go to
Yeah.
that one. You're like, I'm just watching 2 half-naked dudes fight. Right
This is a 25-minute UFC fight before the sex scene.
just half hard. Like, what is going on right now?
Oh, man.
God. That's so fucking funny. But yeah, I agree. I think you're the asshole. So
If you
get
need a
over it.
co-producer, Sean, I got you.
Watch in 10 years. This is a fucking website. For
That's
sure.
gonna be us, bro.
It's gonna. I don't know if it's us.
It'll be John.
It'll be me.
We'll find out years
John
later.
has left the show to dedicate 100% of his time to
I'm gonna rechange my.
BJJJ.
I'm gonna rename my name to Dana Brown. That's a new
Ew.
promoter.
And Juliet's gonna code the whole site for him.
She will.
Oh, man.
That's too good.
It's just too good. John has no idea what we're
I have
referencing.
no idea what you're talking about.
And maybe other Wikimaniacs are like, "What the? Why are they laughing at that?"
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
the driving
actually,
crooner.
there was one comment we had, Sean, where someone was like, I tried to watch that show and it made me cringe a lot. And they're like,
I mean,
whatever makes you
yeah.
happy though.
It's
Damn.
we said this on Monday's episode without John, but it's very much it's a hit or miss for sure. With a lot
It
of my
is.
friends, they either really like it or they're really like, "What the fuck is this,
This motherfucker just needs to sponsor us the way how much y'all talk about this,
dude?" He's so good. I love it.
It's a very viral TikTok sound. A lot of his things are viral
Yeah.
TikTok sounds too. So it's like that's where I hear most of it. So,
John is on Reels. He does not know.
yeah, he has
My-
in 2 weeks he'll find out.
For you page is just corgis and food. That's all.
Fair
Mine.
enough. That sounds like a good for you pick.
Yeah, it's wholesome.
All right.
Surprising
so-
coming from you.
So,
I
right.
I would have
'Cause I'm
thought
in-
your For You page
I'm
would
in-
be vile.
I'm on incognito mode when I'm doing all that shit, so
Jesus.
it never tracks back to me. I'm smart, guys, and VPN, so I'm really never getting
Wow.
traced.
Surfshark. Shout out.
Use promo code.
All right. So this next one is cross-posted by one of the goats, Phoebe the fan,
Ooh.
and it's titled, Am I the Asshole for Calling My 8-Year-old Niece Ugly?
Damn,
This one goes to John first. Or yeah, John first, I think.
That's me. I gotta go with bro. Like I feel like your inner thoughts fucking won over. You were thinking it. It's okay to think it, but you can't let inner thoughts win sometimes, brother.
Where are you going with it, Sean? You're thinking a lot. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
he's thinking
Okay,
a
so
lot.
here's where I'm going. Because I'm like,
Okay.
no person in their right mind would call an 8-year-old physically ugly to their
Okay.
face.
I mean,
I'm wondering if the ugliness has to do with their behavior. Which
Oh.
8-year-olds are very it happens. They're
Ugly?
kids. They could
Ooh.
be ugly in behavior.
Yeah.
I feel
that's
like
fair.
this is where it turns. One of us is gonna be down for the week now, Sean.
This is the beginning, and this is where I fuck it up and I lose the rest of the month. But I'm gonna think, which is probably bad, that OP is a rational person
Okay.
and that they are talking about their niece's behavior. But now I'm trying to think, is that even your place as an aunt or uncle?
It could be if they were very much involved in that kid's life.
Fuck it. Let's make it exciting. I'm going to go this is going to be the one that's very obvious. And it's like, my niece was looking real ugly right off the bat. I'm like, fuck.
I fucking hate my niece.
Yeah, she's so hideous. But yeah, I'm going to go. She's talking about behavior, so she's not the asshole.
Okay. I like it.
Here we go. Here's my L for the month.
Like this. My 20 male, older sister, 32 female, and her husband have an 8-year-old niece who I adore. She's smart, extremely precious, and very funny. She's also, simply put, very unfortunate looking.
Jesus Christ!
Damn, Sean. I don't know,
damn
bro.
it.
That's an L.
You hope for the best sometimes. You hope
started
for the
off so
fucking
good.
Thoughts. One over.
As soon as it was like smart and funny, I was like, oh no.
Yeah, he says she ugly.
He's buttering her up to fucking slam dunk. Oh my God.
Boy.
Absolutely dunking on this kid.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a quick L.
Thank you for making it exciting though, Sean. I appreciate
That's
it.
true.
Yeah,
we were
fuck it.
agreeing the most episodes, Sean. So
Yeah.
You're here for the
someone
content.
had to do it.
And we
Yeah.
love it. So she is very simply put, unfortunate looking. Neither her parents are ugly, but she received the worst possible combinations of their
you.
features.
Fuck you, man.
Also, weird ass behavior to like, I don't know. To me, if you're judging a younger person
An
based on their
8-year-old?
looks, you're kind of like sexualizing them in a way, and I think that's
Yes.
gross.
Yes. Yeah.
I guess so. I mean, I call my nieces and nephews beautiful.
Right, but that's
But
like not
it's
inherently
different.
sexual because this person's looking at it like quote unquote objectively, and
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I'm thinking of it. Anyway, it doesn't. I do agree with John, but yeah, I guess it doesn't inherently mean like he's sexualizing her, but it is. Yeah, it's
It's weird.
teetering.
It's
that
Well,
way.
weird
we'll
to
say
me.
it's
Yeah.
not a far reach considering this guy's a fucking dickhead already.
Yeah, that's where we
True.
can go with that. Maybe in time she'll grow into it. But
Fuck you.
currently, she is, as I said, unfortunate looking. My sister and her husband try to circumvent this by constantly calling her pretty, beautiful, gorgeous, etc. I get that every parent is going to see their kid that way, but I don't think it's a good idea to constantly praise her for her beauty. Why? Kids are cruel and they'll let her know she's not beautiful. So all praising does is reinforce that beauty is something to be desired and praised for, all while knowing she doesn't have it.
Oh, so this guy thinks he's doing her a favor, is what it is.
Wait, saying you're ugly as an 8-year-old. You might want to.
And that's okay, sweetie. Being ugly is fine.
It's fine.
And you're it. You're definitely it.
I get okay, so I understand like beauty is like subjective and it shouldn't be something like I don't know.
Yeah. It shouldn't be like the main source of praise. And I don't think it is.
It doesn't sound like it is.
It doesn't sound like they're like making her be conceited. They're just talking to their child like any good parent should.
Yeah, building your child
Calling
up.
them
Why
beautiful. Yeah. Why would you want them to be less confident?
why tear your child down, especially if, as you say, the world is cruel and it's going to tear them down anyway? Why would you?
Why are you trying to
Help
accelerate it?
contribute to that.
It's going to do it
The
anyway. I
kids
might as well
haven't
start.
been mean enough to you, and I gotta jumpstart this.
I won't stand for this. It's much better, in my opinion, to boost her self-esteem off the many good traits she does have, so she doesn't have to rely on her looks for confidence. My sister and her husband don't seem to understand this or disagree with it, which is fair. It's their call as a parent, but they insist that I call her beautiful too, and I said no and explained why. I do.
Damn.
I do praise her a lot for her intelligence, her sense of humor, etc. They say that she is beautiful and I need to call her beautiful so she knows it. So I said bluntly that no, if we're being honest, she's ugly and kids will let her know she's ugly. So bringing up beauty will only make her see it as something worthy of praise she doesn't have.
Dude.
Yo, the
Okay, this
intrusive
is the
thoughts
little brother.
It's strong.
Yeah, this is like 12 years younger.
Boy, if I was that husband, I would fucking immediately. What the fuck did you just say?
Yeah. It's crazy because the difference between the brother and sister is the difference between him and his niece.
Yeah,
So,
12 years.
Imagine like your older sister who was 20 when you were 12 or whatever, or 8. Just absolutely trash talking the way you look, how you would have grown up. Just think about
crazy.
it. My sister started screaming at me for calling her daughter ugly. I know it can be a sensitive topic, but she's a grown adult and I think she should be able to handle honesty on the subject. She thinks I'm a huge asshole, but I'm just trying to be realistic and do what I think is best for my niece. Am I the asshole?
Yeah, dude.
Yes, motherfucker. And I'm going to double down and I'm going to say like this fool is sexualizing his damn niece. Like at the end of the day, in my opinion, like beauty is subjective. And Josh, I think you already said that as well.
Yeah.
You're looking at this kid in some sort of way that you're critiquing every single factor about her physical appearance and say, I think this is ugly. This is not the normal way of being attractive. Hence, you're equating it to some sort of like, hey, yo, she's not attractive at all. And that is fucking weird behavior, buddy.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say this. The parents doing a phenomenal job taking care of their kid, doing a great job gassing them up and say like, hey, you're beautiful, you're smart, doing all this, all the positive things you could say to a kid. You are setting this kid up for trauma as an 8-year-old.
Yeah.
Okay. You're setting them up for failure to begin with. Because now every time they look at the mirror, they're like, man, I'm 8 years old. I should be worrying about, how I look and how other people are going to look at me. Her self-confidence is probably shot the fuck down because of your dumbass, bro.
100%.
And at the end of the day, however, like she turns out in the future, everyone has a different like desire. Everyone is attracted to, everyone has their own type. And I'm fucking mad at this guy, dude. Like, why are you gonna torture your niece because your standards are a little different than anybody else? And
also,
again,
why are you applying your standards to
why
your
are you
niece?
applying your standards to an
8-year-old
8-year-old child?
gross.
You fucking creep. I'm just mad at this dude at this point.
No, that's fair. What are you saying, Sean? As an uncle,
I couldn't have been more wrong. Yeah. I thought for sure no sane human is just gonna fucking call an 8-year-old, especially their niece, ugly physically,
straight up.
Because who would do that? Apparently we found the one. It's wild. It's wild. I understand because I get the sentiment from other parents and things like that. Like, oh, don't call my kid. Don't compliment on them on their appearance. And, they're more than that. Compliment them for like who they are, what they like, what they're good at. The looks don't matter, and that's fine.
Yeah,
that's totally valid points. But you're trying to make that your point when it's not. You're trying to be like, yeah, I won't call her beautiful because she's only gonna think that's the only quality that matters. I don't think she's gonna think that. Yeah. I don't think that's the only compliment your sister is giving her. She's just saying like, hey, in addition to those other compliments, could you also like hype her up? You know what I mean? Like, all kids could use a little bit of hype. You know what I mean? So just say it. Don't be weird. And then he's like, actually, I can't say that because she's ugly. And of course she went off on you because what? Who says an 8-year-old? Who says an 8-year-old is inherently ugly?
Just
what are you talking about, man?
Oh yeah, this dude, huge asshole for all the reasons you guys said.
Oh yeah,
I definitely agree with John. It's weird that he's like putting her in these sexual confines and like defining her that way because she's 8, dude. Let her live life, be a child. She does not need this quote unquote honesty that bullying basically from you because life's gonna attack her in different ways as she grows up. She does not need it from her family. Build her up. If you don't want to comment on her looks, that's absolutely fine. Just build her up in different ways, but don't just shit on her
straight up.
Yeah.
God. Damn, this uncle sucks,
Man,
bro.
I really thought there's no way this
You
person
thought-
is.
You thought like a sane person, Sean.
God damn
Sometimes,
it, man.
You gotta be a cynic like me, Sean.
yeah,
I
welcome-
hate people.
Welcome to Am I the
Yeah.
Asshole?
Yeah.
And with that, we're going to hit a quick ad break and we're going to return with our last story and the Patreon stories. So stay tuned.
You've heard of Surfshark VPN from countless YouTube videos, and there's a good reason why. Are you tired of being social engineered to buy things you don't need? Or are you tired of your favorite websites being blocked because of your location? Because if you are, Surfshark can keep your browsing secure and it encrypts your online data. So even if you're not connected to public Wi-Fi, browsing the next story for you to cross-post for our next episode, best believe you have some protection. Too long didn't listen, Surfshark can keep your online presence safe. Anonymity. Words are hard, people. Wikimaniacs, if you spend way too much time on the internet finding crazy stories, or if you're like me, spending way too much time on, we have the perfect deal just for you. Enter promo code WIKI and find our links on our description to get extra 3 months free. Again, promo code WIKI to get an extra 3 months free. Thank you, Surfshark, for supporting our show.
And we're back.
Whoa.
This last story, cross-posted by Zamich8, is titled, Am I the Asshole for Not Realizing What I Put My Wife Through? And Sean gets this one first.
Great. This one's kind of vague,
Yeah, it is pretty big.
Because it sounds like you have some remorse now, which would make me want to say you're not the asshole. Sometimes, we can be oblivious to things.
Yeah, you can fuck up.
Yeah, and you could fuck up and make mistakes, and that's okay. It sounds like you for sure realized that you put her through something she shouldn't have gone through. Gonna be an optimist again and go not the asshole, because it sounds like maybe you are on the path to correcting said mistake.
Redemption.
Yeah, one of those.
I like it. All right, John, what are you saying?
Yeah, it is pretty a vague title, but I might stay with the asshole for the opposite reasons of saying like I think this guy still at the end of the day still doesn't understand the gravity of the situation to put him. And to me, as vague as it sounds like they're still taking the things they did lightly. So
Okay.
You had a chance to just keep it going. You're giving me the chance to tie right now.
I am giving you a chance to tie.
I
Risking it.
appreciate that, brother.
This could go either way. Josh called me out on it, saying like I'm playing it safe a lot of times. So you know what? I have no sleep right now, y'all. I'm a play it dangerous. Let's do
John's
this.
swinging for the fences to hopefully
I am.
Even on the edge.
take a 2-point lead right off the bat.
Yes.
Because this is technically the first Am I the Asshole of this month.
Oh,
So-
it is.
It's a
Damn.
big time lead.
Two
You've
is a
learned
lot.
you only need one, really.
Yeah.
True. Sometimes, yeah. Because there will only be like, there might be 4 actually in this month. I'm not sure. But anyway, let's hop into the story, figure out which one of you is correct. So I, 25 male, am married to my wife, Laura, 21 female. Laura and I have a 2-month-old daughter together. While Laura was pregnant with our daughter, I started working longer shifts. So my shifts were 5 a.m. until 7 p.m. instead of 9 to 5 to earn more money for the baby, for when the baby comes. And since Laura stopped going to work when she was 7 months pregnant and did some work remotely for the last few months, I actually turned out to like these shifts a lot more as I got a lot more done and was earning a lot more money. The other night, I got home around 9 p.m. as I went for a few drinks with some of the guys to celebrate one of them getting married. When I got home, Laura was sitting on the couch and she looked furious. I asked her what was wrong and she blew up at me, saying that I was selfish for staying out so late just to drink and that I seemed to forget that while I'm at work, she's dealing with the newborn baby all on her own. I listened to her rant for a while before stopping her and asking her what she wanted me to do. She said that when we had the baby, she thought I was going to drop my hours and take more than 4 days off when our daughter was born. I told her that I would have taken longer off, but my job needed me. That's that. You love that kissing that boot?
Licking boots,
Is this-
kissing ass.
Is this the same guy from last time who didn't want to be in the bedside of the wife?
Could
Is this
be.
a continuation of that story?
4 days off is not long at all.
It is not.
You should, like, I don't know. I know parental leave is not as common, but it needs to be because, like, your wife is also recovering. And to take only 4 days off after she's had a major, altering, life thing, that like surgery basically.
It's fucking body trauma.
Yeah.
A traumatic experience for her body and probably her mental as well.
Yeah. 4 days is a long weekend.
Although devil's advocate, I think, Josh, you already said some parental leave is shitty depending on the company.
Yes.
The babyist company sucked, like giving them like extra parental leave. And
Baby.
he did disclose that he was picking up extra shifts because she also
to pay for the baby.
To pay for the baby, and she stopped working like after 7 months. So
she was working remotely though, so she still was working. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. But I mean, but probably just provide a little more extra, but still,
yeah,
that's just my devil's advocate for that.
You're pregnant for a while. You can save up vacation days to take off more time. You know what I mean?
Also, yeah, especially if you didn't get like parental leave, there is no happy hour after work.
No,
there is no bonus time to hang out.
Yeah,
if you're working extra hours for the baby, you work it, you come home to give some support and relief to your wife, who again
I was gonna say,
just had a baby.
It sounds like he didn't even call her either, because she wouldn't just go home and like blow up on him. Like if he had been communicating like, hey, I'll be back a certain amount of time, chances are she'd be like, oh, okay, can you just get back as soon as you can? It sounded like he didn't call her at all.
But even if he did, it's crazy. It's a crazy ask to even ask to go to this when you had no leave and you didn't help at all. Be like, yeah, let me get a few beers with the coworkers afterward.
Yeah.
You better chug that one drink and get your ass home.
Crazy. Because, that's like 16 hours you're away from home, something like that. Insane. I told her I would have taken off longer, but my job needed me. She started crying and saying that she needed me as she barely had time to eat breakfast, let alone shower or wash her hair or do anything for herself, because she constantly has to look after our daughter on her own. I tried to console her because I was assuming that her hormones were making her act like this.
Ooh.
Wrong
Sean?
yet again.
2 point. I gotta go 2 point lead, baby.
This made her angry, and then our daughter started crying, and she looked at me and sighed before saying, I'll get her then, not like I've been doing this all day, and shouted that I was too drunk to be able to care properly for our daughter that night. The next day, I took the day off work and decided I was going to apologize. I started by waking my wife up by kissing her shoulder, but she shoved me off and told me she wanted to sleep for as long as possible. I went to make breakfast.
She hasn't been sleeping, you dense motherfucker.
It's true. I went to make breakfast when Laura came down with our daughter. I asked how she was feeling after last night, and she rolled her eyes and said that she was still upset and everything didn't magically fix itself overnight. I sighed and said, can't you see that I'm trying? She looked at me and said that it was too little too late. Just because I took one day off work, that wasn't going to fix everything. I feel like I've tried being reasonable and she's thrown it back in my face. So people of Reddit, am I the asshole?
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Unfortunately for me, yes.
Sorry, Sean.
You got it. Yeah, I got to just start being cynical, I guess. Look, dude.
You should.
As soon as you took your day off, it's she just got down. Y'all have not talked about it at all. And you think, oh, I took one day off and I'm making bread. You didn't even get the baby.
That's what I was going to say.
She still got the baby. You tried to wake her up on the day that on a day where she could finally sleep in. You tried to wake her up. Yeah, I don't know, man. You got to get up. You're 24, so you're still a little dumb. But you got to grow the fuck up, man.
But she's 21. She's not much older. So she's dealing with all this shit too.
For sure.
Not saying that you were saying that. I'm just saying for him, grow up.
Yeah. He needs to grow up. He's a father now. He's a husband. And yeah, man, I don't know if you truly understand what she has gone through and what she's continuing to go through when you're not there to help. And it sounds like you're not really helpful when you are there, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just what a dumb decision to go to a happy hour when your wife is at home by herself taking care of this baby. And then not only that, to drink enough to where you're tipsy and can't take care of the baby, or drunk, according to what your wife said. Dumb. So stupid. You need to have, even if you don't even need to have any drinks, actually, just be there. Congratulate your coworker for getting married. Dip. And then immediately relieve the wife. I don't understand what your thought process was. And an hour into you taking off the next day thinking things are fixed is dumb.
Yeah, wild.
What an assumption. And yeah, you suck in this. You haven't tried everything you can be to be reasonable like you said you have. Being reasonable would have gotten you out of this situation. So John was right on the money. He does not truly realize what he's done.
He doesn't miss.
Yeah, he doesn't fucking miss, obviously. Fuck me. And yeah.
Yeah, dude, like apology tour doesn't end when you just say sorry on your terms, okay? You got to wait. You got to do the work. You got to put in the work.
Say sorry. Sorry to interrupt.
He was just like, kiss.
Really say
he just said like, he said kiss and then like, oh, are you okay? No, it doesn't end there, dude. Yeah, it doesn't. Like, you are equally as responsible for this life that you created. The new kid is one half your responsibility. She did her part already in a painful fucking manner. Well, does that mean like you can't ever go to happy hours? Absolutely not. Like, there are time and a place, but this time it ain't it. It ain't it.
No.
I really think you need to display your sorriness by being sincere and like actually doing the work. Like Sean said already, come home, alleviate your wife, from doing all that. She already told you her situation where like, hey, she hasn't even got to eat breakfast. She can't even take a shower.
Yeah.
Bro, like give her like 2 hours. Like, granted you are working. I give you that. Your wife is also working 24 hours a day, baby boy. So
that's the thing.
Once you're done playing corporate, get your ass back home and make sure you take care of your wife, buddy.
Yeah, I agree with you guys 100%. Truly an asshole. If he wanted to make a true apology, he would say, I'm sorry. He wouldn't blame it on her hormones. And then he would like take that day off, take the baby from her for the day so that she can have some time to relax and, have a shower, eat breakfast, whatever, have her own time away from the baby. And he would take her for the day. Like the baby for the day.
Actually, yeah, you let her get out of the house. I'm sure she's sick of the house.
Yeah.
Tell her to leave, not worry about the baby, that you got it. And also realize that it's not just going to take this one day.
No.
You've left her alone for many days and it
Put
finally
in the
hit
work.
a boiling point. So
Yes.
it's going to be a lot of days to recovery. Wild to see 1 hour in. Can't you see I'm trying?
Done.
Don't blame the hormones, brother. Look in the mirror and blame yourself.
I'm done.
I'm done.
Yeah. So it's a start. And then going forward, if you still have to work those hours to make that money, it's to the office and then right back. And then as John and Sean said, you'll leave your wife of the baby for the night, at least until you have to go to bed to get up in the morning. And then at least it's some sort of balance where she's not doing everything, which it sounds like she's doing now. So 100% the asshole. Sorry, Sean, for going, 0-2 in the last ones there. But
it takes some risks sometimes.
I hope there's another August AI story. So, Sean, maybe I could save you again, brher.
Oh, surprise.
please.
Those are all AI. No.
Fuck! Dude, you know what would be funny? If you did like 5 stories, 4 of them AI, and we have to guess which one is not the AI.
Oh,
Whoa.
interesting. I could maybe
You know what I realized? What do you do when it's an AI story? Who do you say it's from?
I just make up
Just
a
make up a
username.
username?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh,
you're
genius.
a beast. You're a beast.
Yeah. I've thought of it all except for the grammar that John stumped me on last month. So
Damn, he's going to mix it up now. Fuck me.
yeah, I'm going to just change your to spelled wrong.
Fuck! He's going to read it bad on purpose.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I mean, it might not be on purpose. I'm just bad at reading sometimes.
I don't know how to read. I don't know how to read.
All right. And with that, we're going to close off the episode. What did you think, Wikimaniacs? Were these people assholes? Let us know down in the comments on YouTube, Discord, or on our subreddit. If you want to hear more, we got those 2 bonus stories that we did, and we do 2 every Friday, as well as a monthly bonus episode over at patreon.com/Cultivate Podcast Network. Unlock those bonus episodes. We also do, for $10 patrons, Wednesday episodes.
Tuesday.
Oh,
both. We do Tuesday solo episodes.
Yes.
And then
Wednesday bonus monthly.
Monthly bonus episodes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a busy schedule. But
we recently switched things up. We haven't memorized it.
Yeah, my bad. But that's over at patreon.com/Cultivate Podcast Network if you want to help support the show and get a bunch of bonus content. Also, if you want, we have a YouTube Clips channel. We've never promoted it on the show.
Promote that shit, Josh.
But
let's go.
I know a lot of the YouTubers, if you ever want to like just listen to a certain story, we clip most of our stories ever since mid-July on Reddit on Wiki Clips on YouTube. It's like 500 subscribers as I'm talking right now. So if you want that,
let's double it.
Let's do it.
Make sure to smash that subscribe button, people.
Yeah. I'll link it in the show notes. So if you want to check that out, 'cause there are podcasts where I literally only listen to the clips for reasons that I just like, oh, I'm interested in this story, or like this is the only thing I'm interested in.
Like the Joe Rogan Experience. No. Josh loves that one. He loves watching the clips.
That's not true.
What? Smoking DMT.
Alpha brain.
Oh God. But yeah, so you can check that out. Reddit on Wiki Clips. Go subscribe if you want to just check out certain stories. And don't forget, you can submit your own Am I the Asshole stories to our subreddit, r/Reddit on Wiki. You can also cross-post your favorite Am I the Asshole story on there. Thank you, Sean and John, for coming on today and giving your takes. And thank you, Wikimaniacs, for another amazing episode. We'll see you on Monday. Bye.
Toodles.
I'm going to go die now.
Jesus. Expert in fucking, I don't know.
Great power. For the 5th time, it's your boy Sean.